The hearing.
You bet. Thank you, Senator Van Hollen. Appreciate your coming by and asking these questions. So I just have one last question I want to take a look at. You listen to stories like Dr. Toussaint and Ms. Page, and you see it just seems so obvious that we should ban these and that we should not ask people to litigate them on, even when they've got a rule that looks like it applies to them. Let's just get rid of them overall. But right now, what we've got is a lawsuit, Jenning, in the Chamber of Commerce, and a handful of giant corporations are trying to sue the FTC to prohibit them from going forward with this ban. So, Dr. Sherholtz, we've talked about whether or not there's really any legal basis for it. I think that the authorizing statute for the FTC makes pretty clear that the FTC can do this, but the Chamber of Commerce and these big corporations have done a little judge shopping, and they've gone down to this Trump appointee judge down in Texas and are trying to fight this. So my question to you is, why is the Chamber of Commerce, why are these big corporations spending so much money to try to block the ban on non-compete clauses?
It's because of who they represent. They represent business owners, and often very big business owners, and those are the ones who actually benefit from non-competes. They benefit because they can protect their position by keeping other people from being able to form business who then compete with them. They benefit because they can pay their workers less and prevent other businesses from being able to hire away their workers by offering them better jobs. So they are actually much better off with non-competes. And so it's totally reasonable why these business groups are fighting tooth and nail to keep their non-competes, but that does not mean that they're good for the economy, does not mean they're good for the country. They are not. They are bad for the vast majority.
Right. I think your point is a really strong point. It's not only that they want to be able to treat their workers however they want to treat their workers, and all the worker can do is just say, okay, I won't work at all. That obviously is not a solution. But that it's also a way for these giant businesses to make sure they don't have any competition. That the Haley Page wedding designs are not out there competing with whatever business they want to have in the wedding space. That Dr. Toussaint is not working with other doctors to provide alternative medical practice and an alternative approach to it. That the private equity group that set this up wants to continue to reap all the profits of a non-competitive market, and that's a key part of what's going on here. I just want to say again how much I appreciate your bringing this forward and telling these stories so that people who may not have ever had a non-compete clause, or worse yet, may actually be subject to a non-compete clause but will not discover it until the day comes that they want to go work somewhere else, or they want to start their own business, or they've got some terrific idea and want to link up with a couple of partners and go build something new, and discover that they're not able to do that. I so appreciate what the FTC and the Biden-Harris administration is doing to just level the playing field, to say that anyone who goes to work can go to work. We can have all the rules we need about not disclosing confidential information or taking someone else's intellectual property. But as for your own labor and how you want to work and what you want to do, that's open. And you can take that labor where you want to go and build what you want to build. That is the American way. So thank you very much for being here. I'm grateful to you for coming to this hearing. Questions for the record are due 1 week from today. That's Tuesday, August 6th. For our witnesses, if there are additional questions, you will have 45 days to respond to any of those questions. And with that, this hearing is adjourned.